Welcome to my Wednesday night live. Sorry I am a few minutes late. Let me get the chat pulled up on my computer so I can see you guys as you tune in. Hopefully this works. I am actually going, I'm live on my tablet, I think, for the first time. So this will be interesting. Where am I? There we go. Like my question mark? So, good news, my daughter just won her softball championship. Well, her team did. So that was cool. That's why I'm a little late though. Hey Veronica. Hey Sherry. I hope that's how you say that. Mama Jan, Rhonda, Rebecca, Mama's Gothic. Welcome everybody. Rhonda. I got lots of Rhondas. Yeah, where's everyone tuning in from? Let me know. I know, right? Crazy. Who knew? This is actually the first team sport my child has ever played. So, yeah, anyways. Yay, you made it on time. Australia, North Carolina, Maine. Okay, so there's a big fat question mark here. And this is my first live in my new studio. So we'll see how it goes. This table is so big I'm having trouble figuring out the camera setup a little bit. Watching from your painting room. So I thought I would leave it up to you guys tonight. Would you like to see some acrylic pouring, or would you like to see some resin art? Let me know. I am down for either. I have a few ideas for either. Let's take a quick vote as I throw on my apron. Got all kinds of people in the house. Resin, acrylic, resin, acrylic, resin, acrylic, resin. Okay, resin's definitely winning. It's about 2 to 1, it looks like, maybe 3 to 1. Okay, we might be able to do both, but no promises. Because I have a lot of wet projects in here right now. I've been in like total beach mode and do both. This is a big table, which is good. So it does mean I can put some projects off to the side to dry, which helps. One thing I was thinking about doing, I just got these new Domino molds. And this is a little intimidating, but these go up to double 15s. I was so excited to order them, and they came in the mail, and I was so intimidated I haven't even opened them. More than one vote. So I was kind of thinking maybe doing this with you guys, I would be less nervous. There's just like, it's like 6 million molds. I mean, it is double 15s, you know. Acrylic with resin, yeah, that doesn't really work that well. So what do you guys think? You guys want to be my kind of guinea pigs with these dominoes? See if we can make something cool here. I'm so nervous, there's so many. Okay. We're not even like close to being done here. There's that one, there's that one. Look how many there are. So many. I'm used to literally just like this one mold. So that's all of them. No, you can't pour acrylic paint and resin at the same time over a vase or a canvas. That will not work. You can seal dried acrylic with resin. You can also use a little bit of acrylic paint to color resin, but not mixed with anything, not mixed with like Floetrol or any pouring medium or anything. Try to make this an even kind of square-ish. There. That is a lot of molds for one set of dominoes. Okay, so you guys down to do this, and then I think we can squeak in an acrylic pour project also. So we're gonna use Mixed Media Girl. You have a resin question? Go for it. We're gonna use Mixed Media Girl Artist Resin, and I have no idea how much fits in these molds. Probably says it on the site where I bought it, but I'm not sure. Guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you haven't yet. Make sure we're not timed out over there. Okay. I'm getting all my mixing stuffs together. My buckets and sticks, so okay, you waited too long to take out the tape off your project. You have to wait for it to completely cure before fixing it. I mean, that's unfortunately a difficult question to answer without actually like looking at it, but probably yes. I mean, if you can take it off without totally ruining your design, then do it now. But otherwise, yeah, wait for it to, you will have to put on another coat. Oh, then yeah, wait for it to dry, sand it, and put on your other coat. Don't even worry about it. I'm using Mixed Media Girl Artist Resin. So to answer your question, Charlottetta, I recommend Mixed Media Girl Artist Resin. Veronica can grab you the link. I'm going to mix up however much I have left in these containers and hope that that is enough for these dominoes. These are a lot thinner molds than the ones that I've been using, so I don't think I'd be able to get 2 coats in there. On the other ones I have, they're deeper, so I've been doing a color coat and then a solid color on the back so you can't tell which is which, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that here. Okay, so we're gonna mix up about 12 ounces. Does resin have a strong odor? It depends on the resin. That's, all resins are different. My resin does not have a strong odor, but some resins absolutely do. Yeah. So you have to just research the resin that you're using. Oh good, I said your name right. Alright, this is part A. This is the thicker one. I'm going to sit here and let it drain for a little bit. I don't think I can set it down here. Well, maybe I can. Okay, let's pick out our colors. I want to do, kind of want to do a teal, specifically, not a blue. I feel like I do teal a lot, but I want to make something for my sister-in-law, and she loves teal's her favorite, and I think purple's her second favorite. So we're going to kind of custom mix some colors here, I think. Purple. There's my purple dye. There it is. Okay. Yeah, Veronica, the Charming Giraffe just posted the link above, so you can check it out there. Okay, we're almost there. Can you buy those glass pieces for geode resin? I'm not totally sure I get your question. Which glass pieces are you referring to specifically? Hello from Arkansas. Welcome. Okay. Stay. So I'm going to mix up here polycolor blue-green mica with a little bit of the ocean blue dye. And I'm going to try to make a really pretty teal. And then I'm going to mix up purple. This is the violet dye with teal paint, so you have it for the unicorn coasters. Awesome. With purple powder here, the mica powder. I am a little out of sorts right now, so forgive me. Awesome, Katie. Yeah, I guess if I understand your question correctly, I do buy those pieces, I don't make them. I mean, you could get glass and crush it yourself, but I just buy either rocks. Michael's has a wide selection. I either buy rocks or crushed glass. You can also buy real crystals. So you can definitely buy, there's many, many options. And you can certainly make your own if you want. But I think 99% of the time people just buy them. Hello from Ireland. Alright. What do you think, guys? Should we use some glitter in here too? Ooh, I have an idea. Maybe I use a split cup with the dominoes. I wanted to try that. So maybe we also use some glitter. Maybe some mermaid glitter. Why not? Actually, I have this really pretty one. This is blue glitter flakes from Just For You Online UK. I think that'll be pretty with this. And we'll try using the split cup. Yay, Katie. Awesome. I've been wanting to try using the split cup with the resin anyways. Alright, these guys are done. It's so sad when you finish a bottle of something, like you finish a bottle of resin or a bottle of paint. It's like, no. Megan, you are so on top of that. I'm actually going through some chemical testing right now, which is what's holding it up. The testing that I have to do is apparently takes months, which I didn't know. So, and it's unfortunately something I really have no control over. So I just have to wait for all of the testing to get done on the new paint so that I have all my, you know, T's crossed and I's dotted or whatever it is. Awesome. Yeah, resin projects are great for Christmas, you guys. So this resin you mix for about 4 minutes. Hey, Clara. And I like to make sure you scrape the sides, scrape the bottom. You really want to make sure it's fully mixed or your project will remain sticky or it could remain just really bendy. Yeah, playing with dominoes. This is double 15s. This will be my first time doing these. I'm so excited / nervous. I guess. So guys, can you tell me something? Who here plays dominoes a lot? Obviously Katie just finished playing dominoes. No, this isn't the quick set resin, because that I'm keeping a secret. I'm not showing anybody the bottles for that. So this is just my regular artist resin. Yeah, because I'm not sure if that formula is done or not. So I don't want to show too much about it. On dominoes that go up to 15s, are the dots all the same size? Or do they vary a little bit? Do they get smaller on the ones with more dots? That's just a question I had. Because these molds, the dots are a little bit different. On the ones with like tons of dots, it does get smaller. That might just be because it's a resin mold and they can only do so much, but I'm just curious. Hello from Buffalo. I think they get small. Yeah, double check, let me know. I don't have any dominoes at home. I used to play with my family quite a bit, but haven't in a while, so I was like, I don't have anything to check. Hopefully this is plenty of resin. Alright. Yeah, it's handy to have a domino expert. Same size? Uh-oh. Oh, but Katie says they start getting smaller at 10. So maybe it depends on the set. Maybe they just vary depending on the set. So that's okay. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. All right, so we've got the purple, and when you mix the dye with the mica, it turns it into this really like majestic purple. So the teal is the one that I care the most about, making a beautiful color, so I'm gonna see what this looks like. And it has to be just the right teal. I think this is it. I think I did it. Look at that. So pretty. Well, it's pretty cold in this room and I didn't preheat it. So it's always going to be thicker when it's cold. Nice. I cannot wait to be in Texas next week, you guys. So if you're in Texas, even if you are, I know it's a big state, obviously, but even if you cannot come to my class, you should at least stop by the RK3 studio while I'm there and say hi. Maybe come buy a book or something and I can sign it for you, or bring a book if you already bought one. And I'll have some of the new products there, including some class specific acrylic pouring colors. Hey Paige. Awesome. Okay, so I have a double split cup here. It's got 3 compartments, 2 splits. So I call it a double split cup. It has been used before, but that's okay. I just reuse them. Am I going to do a live for ATD? I've never done a live for ATD. I might do a live with them, if that was your question. I'm going to fill up each side here. This probably needs more than 10 ounces of paint, but whatever. We'll figure it out as we go. Yeah, I hope I definitely get to do some, I'll definitely do some content there with Clara, with Rhonda, with Erica. We always are up to no good. Do you mix the resin fully, making it ready to pour before putting color in? Yes, you do. Correct. Yeah, Becky, I should be using a 16-ounce cup for this. That would have been smart, but I don't have one in here, so I'm just making it work. And I'm filling this up to the brim pretty much. And then we'll just hope. Either way, it's gonna be awesome. Oh, they're not gonna be on vacation while I'm there. At least not that I know of. Erica said yesterday that she was gonna be hanging out with me. So, I think their vacation's later. But Clara would know best. Okay, I'm gonna put these all the same direction, because that would be most logical, I guess. All right, here we go. So, right? They're gonna be awesome. I'm definitely pouring the colors out at different speeds. And 10 ounces is definitely not enough for all of these. It's okay. No worries. It's the first set. We got this. So let me go ahead. I'm going to mix up just a little bit more here. So I think I would probably need, I only mixed up 12 ounces total. I would probably need another, I don't know, maybe 18 or 20 ounces. Maybe. Hope I have resin up here. Let me see. I am using the Alumilite resin dye. Okay. I may have to. No, I got this. Is anyone having any issue with my sound? It might be your device. To clean the cup out, I just let the resin dry in there, and then I just peel it out. It's very simple. Okay, so you might be having issues with your device, as the sound should be fine. I haven't had any issues with this device. Yeah, I'm really excited about the colors. It always doesn't look that exciting until you peel them out, and then it's really exciting. Okay. So, my goodness. Be set. Okay. All right. Whew. I am running out of my own resin. I may have to grab another gallon. I thought I had more in here. Okay, 1 second, y'all. Oh, I have more down here. Okay. Good. So how is everyone's week going? Let me know. Okay. Open a new gallon. Is anyone here in Texas or from Texas? Let me know. Oh, I am overly hot for some reason, even though it is cold in here. I was just sitting out in the wind for too long. First show is next week. That's so awesome. Yeah, the echo is because of the room. It's just a large room with not too much in it yet. So I have to work on that. It's going. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Let me retrieve my cup here. Oh, I'm really excited about the sparkles. And here we go with more colorant. So I'm just going to do the same ones here. That's so awesome, Clara. don't think I was timing it. I don't know if that's more than, I don't think I mixed it for 4 minutes. I need to mix it a little longer. There's always so much pressure on live video to go fast. Keep it moving, you know. Watch me put the wrong dyes in there. Just kidding. Hey, Brandy. Oh, I'm gonna mix it just a little bit more. That's so awesome, Renee. I love to hear when you guys are having shows and doing your first craft fairs and everything. So my purpose as an artist is to not only attempt to bring more beauty to the world, but I also hope to help create as many other artists as possible. So it just makes me happy to hear that other people are doing great. What do we think about the split cup? Do we think it was a success, a fail, or inconclusive thus far? I can't really tell. It did not come out how I thought. I was hoping the colors would pour out a little more evenly, but I also don't think I was holding the cup straight. So that definitely affects it if I'm holding the cup to the side. Yeah, we might not have, to be determined, I agree. We might not have time for an acrylic pour project, you guys. I'm sorry. But we will probably have some leftover resin to do at least one other awesome project. I'm trying to not go too fast and not mix my resin enough, because that would just be sad. Yeah, I think if anything, at least it's easier for me to pour it with a split cup, because I've done it where I try to pour 2 cups at the same time and it didn't work. So I think if anything, at least it's easier just to pour it in there. And there is some other ones up there that I'll have to go back and fill up some more, of course. Woo. Eat it with that glitter. Yeah, I really can't wait till this weekend either. This has been a long, rough week. So for those who haven't heard, I have started my Black Friday sale. So right now we have it going on with the pouring paints. You can get 10% off with the code gift. Not the code shoot, the code gift. So there's that. And if you're on my newsletter list, which you can definitely sign up via my website, I have a lot more sales coming out tomorrow. One's going to be released tomorrow. So make sure you're on it by tomorrow, because you'll get first access to that sale. Well, these are definitely going to be mixed more than I wanted to, but that's okay. Rebecca, that is a fantastic question, and the answer is absolutely. So she asked, can you do an acrylic pour resin over it and then paint over that for added depth? Absolutely. If you guys watch Melly D at all on YouTube, she's actually done that quite a few times, and it's always beautiful. I have done a video where I hand painted over the resin, but she's done ones where she's actually poured over the resin, like not the entire resin, of course, but partially. Oh yeah, 10% off of pouring paint and the acrylic pour kits. So if you need to grab any class kits or the deluxe kit or anything like that, 10% off. Okay. Cup reloaded. now I'm going to go a little more carefully back through these and fill up any that need more resin. And unfortunately these you kind of got to be careful with. They're pretty easy to overfill. If you do overfill them, take a stick and go along the top. And you can literally just push that resin. So that way you can fill up some that are underfilled with your overfilled resin. I have some right here that's overfilled. And we'll bring it back this way. And yes, this is gonna blend the colors a bit, but I'm not too worried. I think they'll still be totally awesome. And I'm trying not to stress in trying to make these totally crazy detailed or anything, because this is my first time using these molds. They're definitely thinner than my usual. I just said usual, sorry. They're definitely thinner than my usual ones. So try not to stress on this first one and just kind of make something pretty. There's definitely some up here that need to be refilled here. Hello, Sonia. So guys, make sure you hit that like button if you haven't yet. And also feel free to super chat or super sticker if you'd like, if you're having a good time, if you enjoy my lives. Everything helps. I don't think sometimes people realize how much goes into running a channel. It's so much. And I'm trying to get the ideal studio set up so that we have excellent sound and lighting. Getting there, getting there. Okay. So I refilled this just to finish filling up some of these other ones here. And this is where I gotta kind of go a little bit slower because I don't want to overfill. Clara, have you done any dominoes, any resin dominoes? I've been doing so many recently. They're so much fun. I even did a couple beach sets on my Amazon Live. I don't know if you guys, some of you may have seen that. Okay. Hopefully I'm not missing any questions right now. This is the period of intense concentration, getting these evenly filled and not overfilled. And for anyone who is newer to resin, these are silicone molds, so you don't have to worry about getting any over the edge. It'll just peel right off when dry. It's not an issue. I feel pretty good about those. Aw, thanks, Jenny. Oh, we definitely, maybe I'll bring one of my molds, not this monstrous 100 molds, but I'll bring my other one that's smaller and we can have some fun with it when I'm in Texas. So with silicone molds, you don't want to torch it because you can actually destroy your molds. But I like to use, just spray it with rubbing alcohol. There's still a bit of excess over here. I'm gonna run off. It's not bad if they dry with too much in there. Oh, I have an idea. What was my idea? Let's do, these are my new favorite molds. So this is a clean table, you guys. So I am gonna go ahead, I'm gonna run the excess off onto the table and then I'm gonna scrape it back into these molds. Some of them, yeah, let's just do that. And remember, what we're looking at right now is the back of these molds. We're not looking at the tops. So the initial design is gonna stay there no matter what I do to the back of this. Okay, those all look great. Megan, Veronica just posted Veronica, you could probably get a link, yeah, scroll to the bottom of my website, it's on there. Thank you, Rhonda. And then Janice, it depends on how you do it, honestly. If it's in a mold, if you do it correctly, basically, you shouldn't see layering. But you can definitely do it to where you can have layering if you wanted to. I'm scooching these out of the way here. And then I will be spritzing them in just a minute with 91% isopropyl alcohol. That'll just help get rid of any air bubbles. But for right now, I want to take this excess resin and use it. Whoop, and stick my hand in that mold. Why not? Seems fun. We're gonna make some beautiful coasters. Okay. Is a UV resin better? So it's not really comparable. That's like, are apples better than oranges? Well, it just depends on what you're doing. UV resin is only good for small projects. Like, you wouldn't want to use UV resin to seal painting, for instance. That would never work out, but you could use it in a little jewelry mold or a little jewelry tray or something like that. So it just depends on what you're doing, but yeah, UV resin in general is not better than regular resin, I don't think. It's a bit of a pain in the butt to work with, to be honest. I absolutely prefer the artist resin. UV resin, it's so hard to get it fully cured, and you really gotta learn to work with it in layers. I've been actually using it quite a bit recently, and it's just kind of a pain in the butt. So I am literally using every drop of resin here. I'm scraping it all up off the table and putting it into one of my silicone molds. And this is a good reason to resin on a clean table, because then you can do this. If it's a dirty table, you're gonna get junk in your molds. And these have become my favorite molds right now. They're textured. Oranges are better. So pour a little more excess resin in here just to make these match up. And then I do have probably plenty of resin to actually make even 2 more coasters, I think. Put some of that glitter in there. And then I have some clear. Ooh, so pretty. And making coasters is an excellent way to tell if your tables are level, if your table is level. Ideally, you're not doing it on more than one table, I guess. I will definitely bring y'all in for a close-up. I'm just gonna grab 2 more molds here, and we'll make 4 semi-matching. It can't possibly be perfectly matching because I scraped all that stuff off the table. But we have some more left in the cup, so let's use that. It'll be at least matching in color. All right, here we go. That is true, godly girl. You are correct. Could still work out. You guys, I did these dominoes a few days ago. I don't know if you saw them on my Instagram or on my Amazon, but they were steampunk dominoes. And my golly, they were the coolest thing I've ever made. I've been really into beach recently, and also really into steampunk. Um, so anyways, this needs a little more, a little lacking in resin here. And I never worry about making these perfectly match up unless you're going for a really specific design, like you're trying to make sunflowers or something. But this resin's going to continue to move, it's going to continue to blend. I haven't seen too many typos, so I think it's good. I think you're doing okay. Alright, I think I have plenty for both of these. Getting that glitter in there. And then I've got a bit more clear. So these ones will definitely be more transparent. Can you guys hear my cup turner going? Makes this kind of squeal in the background. I did some really cool vases today. Video should be out tomorrow. Boom. Okay. Used up all my leftover resin. So I'm going to take some 91% isopropyl alcohol and I'm going to spray all these. And that is a way to get the air bubbles out without messing up your molds. I use this all the time on molds. Don't overdo it. You don't want to soak your pieces with alcohol. You can, and you can actually mess up. If you overdo it, you can end up with kind of a ripply top, which you don't want. So if you think there's still air bubbles in there and you need to do some more on it, let them sit for a little while. Let those air bubbles come up, let them come to you, and then spray again. Do not overspray. You will just be sad. Okay, let's do our close-up. Camera's gonna shake. And this is a different camera. So hopefully, it's straight 91% isopropyl alcohol, which is really important. You don't want to use a low grade, like you definitely don't want to use 50. If you look at the Domino mold on the bottom right, you can see the bubbles pop. Yeah. I think probably pretty much any of these, if we sit, you can see those bubbles popping. So resin, really reflective. You can see that glitter in there. These might end up looking more like galactic, like nighttime sky, but they seem actually, or they could go totally mermaid. You never know. One important thing is glitter tends to sink. So it will be mostly on the bottom of these guys. Same thing with these guys. And I'm really excited about these. So that glitter will really come out on the other side. And these are gonna be a bit transparent. You can actually see the design through there a little bit. So they're gonna be pretty transparent. And I cannot wait to demold these. Some of these are transparent as well. You can see the little dots on that one. Exciting stuffs. Okay, let me get you back on my tripod before I trip or drop something. It's gonna shake. All right. There we go. Okay, you guys, do you have any questions for me before we end off for today? Thoughts, statements? These coasters you can get, let me grab you a link from Amazon. Hold on. My computer's being all annoying. Yes, Rhonda, I saw that. I'm so glad you did because I couldn't find your other one. It may have gone to spam or something, but I'm really glad you did. So I will answer you tonight. If I remembered your question, I can answer you now, but please hold. Getting the link to that mold. That rhymed. I'm a poet and I know it. Here's one, and these are great because they come with these other gorgeous molds. I have both. They're fantastic. Okay. Oh, Veronica's so fast. Would you need to paint the backs? No, you don't need to paint the backs of any of these. However, with the dominoes, you'll want to fill in the dots with a solid color. So because these are pretty dark, I'd fill it in with white. If I was doing like a pearl domino, I'd fill it in with black. You could also, of course, just do a random color. It's up to you. There's not really any rules about it. I don't think. Too bad I don't have any of the other dominoes. Crews, these you could remove. I could probably remove them in the morning, but yeah, about a day. You want to wait about 24 hours. That's going to depend on the resin that you're using. So I did do some dominoes with my quick set resin, and those were, I did both layers and removed them within the same day, which was pretty exciting. And let me show you, these are some I just took out of these molds today. So you can see the texture in case you guys haven't seen any that I've made with this before. They're so cool. So textured. And you could use either side as your coaster. It's not really any rules about that either. Whatever you want. No, you don't resin over the dots after you painted them. You probably could if you wanted to, but the dots are supposed to be sunken in. So I don't really see why you would do that. You could. If you wanted to do some small adjustments to something like this, you could use a UV resin. So I've seen people sand the backs of this. Use regular resin to make it, sand the backs, and then put some UV resin over the back. So you can do that. Exactly, Clara. Yeah, especially if you're moving molds like this that are floppy, you want to put it on a flat, hard surface. Otherwise, you'll never be able to move. You'll never be able to move them. So I've made that mistake many, many times. Okay, any other questions? Going once, going twice. Okay, make sure you guys get in on that Black Friday sale. Let me get you actually a direct link to my newsletter really quick. Hold on one second. Ooh, we have a thumbs down. Woo, woo. Always. I'm gonna get just a direct link to the newsletter sign up. So you don't have to go to my website and then go to the bottom and then do all this stuff. If my website will let me. Please hold. Clara has a YouTube channel. It's Clara Lawrence. She is amazing. Clara, can you grab the link real quick? Yeah, she is killer at resin, and she does some of the most fun dragon pieces you will ever see. Okay, here's the direct link to the newsletter sign up. There's that. Bye, Rhonda. Thank you for joining us. All right, you guys, I really, really appreciate you joining me. I will be going live next Wednesday as usual, and then I will be going to Texas on Thursday. So expect some really fun content coming out of Texas. If you are anywhere near Seguin, Texas, come visit me in between Friday and Sunday next week. It's like the 19th, 20th, 21st. Come say hi, come get your book signed, come chit chat, ask your questions, bug me, whatever. Obviously don't interrupt the class if you're not in the class, but you know, we'll be hanging out afterwards and having fun. So Okay, you guys, have a fantastic night. I will see you all next time.